This time, Remy Ma's hospitalization isn't due to stress, stage lights, or turmoil from the studio. No, we're talking blood, bruises, and a vicious beating that caused the entire group to disperse. According to sources, Clarissa's shield struck Remy with such ferocity that it sounded like thunder and stilettos. The walls trembled. The music was cut by the DJ. Papoose and spilled drinks. He simply stood motionless as if he had forgotten which woman he had brought. From champagne to mayhem, how did it happen? From cupcakes to battle? Was Remy merely attempting to win back her man in public? Or did this ego explode when she noticed how much attention she was receiving? Had changed to the room's true champion. Because it wasn't for fun when Claressa supposedly threw her hands and dropped the gloves. No rules, no ring, just anger, retaliation, and supposedly a right hook so clean it sent Remy flying through the shrimp platter. It was all for supremacy. The worst part is still to come. The video, which was leaked, is more repulsive than romantic and hip-hop reunions. Security was thrown aside like extras, acrylic was broken, and weaves were grabbed. Remy is shown lying face down on the ground, as if she had just been evicted from a BET concert and ended up in the emergency room. This is not a story about gossip. Scandal on steroids is what this is. A fierce verbal battle turned everything around, physically. And believe me, there will never be a comeback to the hip-hop streets. Claressa Shields, Remy Ma, one man, one room, one ambulance presently. Let's put an end to this catastrophe. It all began with what was meant to be a relaxing evening. A private, intimate celebration hosted by Papoose, Mr. Loyalty himself. The topic is fresh starts. Few are the ironies. Because someone was starting a new relationship with a hospital gurney by the end of the night. Let's first discuss the purported shattered ribs, swollen jaws, and cracked nails. Regarding the tumultuous romantic triangle that served as the foundation for this catastrophe. Ever since Papu began to become overly at ease with Olympic gold medalist and two-time world boxing champion Claressa Shields, Remy Ma, the Bronx's battle rap queen and recent attention getter, has been on the decline. And don't believe that the tension between these women isn't obvious. Several sources claim that Remy entered the party wearing all red, while others invited others, and others showed up with ring lights. Not just any red either. We're discussing how I'm going to burn this place to the ground. Her smile faded as quickly as DJ Envy's reputation when she saw Claressa draped around Papoose like a satin belt. This is where things get tricky, though. Behind the scenes, Remy had apparently been pleading with Papoose to cut Claressa off. Screenshots were present. Voice notes were present. Remy even allegedly used a burner phone to seek down Papoose since she said he was training with Claressa at strange hours. Ray's envy has caused public unrest before, in case you forgot. During an industry brunch last month, she allegedly hurled a glass of Moscato at Claressa while yelling, "She can box, but she can't bake." The scent of peaches and pettiness permeated the entire space. Therefore, this gathering was not a celebration. The countdown to combustion was underway. Claressa also didn't arrive at the celebration empty-handed, according to insiders. Oh no. She arrived wearing her title belts, her retinue, and a glistening tiny necklace that read, "Mrs. Shield Pose in Diamonds." We don't know of anything that isn't a straight punch to Remy's stomach. The tension quickly began to spill over. One anonymous visitor, whom we'll name Bottle Girl Brenda, claims that immediately following the second moat round, everything began to fall apart. Remy continued to gaze at Claressa as if she were Mortal Kombat's last boss. Brenda informed us. Then she got to her feet, approached the DJ, muttered something, and abruptly leaned, returned, and began to play loudly. Petty level certified, huh, Remy? Claressa turned, grinned, and reportedly muttered as she sipped her drink with her pinky out. That one song has kept her alive. It was on, baby. With his voice up, wig tight, and fingers pointed, Remy bounded across the room. In seconds, cameras were out. Nowhere to be found, Papoose. Easy to use! Do you really believe that you and my spouse will parade about like this isn't my city? Remy yelled. Calmly, Claressa set down her glass and stated, "Let's not mistake possession with paperwork, your ex-husband." Then, without warning, a perfectly frosted red velvet cupcake soared through the air and landed on Clarissa's left cheek. It was the first bell. After that, there was anarchy. Remy sprang forward. Claressa took a step back. Security stopped. Someone stumbled over a chair and yelled, "World Star!" Claressa moved like a panther and jabbed like a monster on espresso, according to another unnamed source, possibly the DJ himself. It seems that Remy, who came in swinging, slapped him so loudly that the place fell silent. However, Remy was launched onto the buffet table by Claressa's left hook in response, baby-smashing shrimp cocktails, crab legs, and one very unlucky birthday cake in the shape of a boxing ring. When someone shouted, "Call 911," Remy was on the ground, stunned, her eyes filled with anger and her braids covered in frosting. Partygoers said that as paramedics arrived in a matter of minutes, they had to physically take Remy off the carpet while she continued to mumble, "I'm fine. I'm doing fine. I simply slipped." Girl, you slipped into a coma of regret. You took that action. She apparently had a swollen wrist and lashes that were hanging on for dear life as she was placed on a stretcher. Claressa, however, was completely unscratched. She even posed with 2 EMTs for a selfie, one of whom reportedly requested that she sign a boxing glove. Take a moment to process that. It was more than just a brawl. This was a viral outburst, a PR catastrophe, and perhaps the most crazy celebrity beating since Solange in that elevator. And when the ambulance departed, guess who arrived? You're correct, Papoose. Chewing a chicken wing in a silk jacket as if nothing had occurred. "Where did Remy go?" he inquired. "Follow the mess," someone said, pointing to the frosting path on the floor. Oh, and that was only the beginning. It gets worse. Let us now resume where we left off. Remy's before the internet detonated, the stretcher had just touched the back of the ambulance. A Claressa clapped Remy was the top trending topic on X, previously Twitter, within 17 minutes. Remy Ma said, "Lean back," tweeted one user. As Claressa put it, "Lie down." The remark, "This is what happens when you square up with an Olympian," was shared by someone else along with a meme of Ray's face put onto a folding chair from WWE. However, something far worse was simmering in the background while the memes were becoming viral, because a 20-second hospital corridor video leaked mere hours after the fight. The angle, the unsteady camera, and the whisper, "Girl, that's her zoom in. Let us know it was real even though we don't know who recorded it." The video showed Remy being wheeled in with his arm in a sling, face covered, and what appeared to be a rolled ankle from landing on the tray of crab legs. This is where the twist lies. She was yelling. She allegedly screamed, "Y'all better not let that chick near me again or I swear I'm pressing charges and throwing hands with her whole camp," according to the audio transcript that was leaked. However, Claressa was posting unconcerned energy on Instagram as Remy was delivering trauma in the emergency room. "I didn't even break a nail," she wrote as the caption for a picture she shared of her flawlessly manicured fist. Training never ends. The level of pettiness was really high. Additionally, in the remarks, celebrities were having a crazy time. Let me be honest with you, Teyana Taylor. You guys had better quit fooling with genuine warriors Snoop Dogg. That's what Remy understood. Are you okay? 50-cent combo? I keep in my lane for this reason. But Ray's team was incensed as the general public laughed. According to an unnamed person close to her stylist, Remy is thinking about taking legal action because she feels deceived by Papoose and is attempting to get Claressa barred from any events Remy goes to. According to reports, she is now agitated only by the sight of a boxing glove and is requesting an urgent restraining order, medical compensation, and an official apology. Let's go back a bit, though, because some of the more scandalous events occurred after the release of the hospital video. Remy suffered a minor dislocation of his shoulder, 2 bruised ribs, 1 chipped acrylic, a severely damaged ego, and possibly PTSD from the trauma of the seafood banquet, according to a fake but widely shared internal injury report that was posted on shadebear8.com. And that's not all. According to sources, Remy apparently grumbled when the nurse informed her that they were all full when she requested a private room. "Unless it's my partner, who doesn't even want to live with me at the moment, I won't be sharing a room with anyone." Let's now discuss Papoose, who has been more subdued than DJ Envy when real estate, someone says. He allegedly went back to the party, took a shot of dust, and began freestyling instead of hurrying to his wife's side at the hospital. Freestyling, indeed. One of the attendees saw it live. "Remy is misbehaving. I urged him to chill while Claressa had a checker. However, the cake struck the stretcher. The audience applauded. After their wife is taken to urgent care, who freestyles? Papoose, that's who." Claressa also went live on Instagram the following morning, appearing immaculate in a robe of silk with no regrets. "When you train to be a champion, you don't start fights, but you damn sure finish them," she remarked while sipping her coffee. "I didn't even want to go there with her," she added. "However, I had to remind her about the function of the hands when someone threw food in your face and called you a side chick in front of 150 people. Ray's camp attempted damage management in the interim. A terse statement was issued by her spokesperson. Remy Ma is grateful for the overwhelming support and is recuperating in a private setting. Even though she is currently silent, the rumors persisted. Rumor has it that Remy may attempt to pressure accusations of public humiliation and abuse. She wants to sue Papoose for emotional distress, according to others. One particularly shady allegation is that Ray has already discussed filming a DOA series called Fists and Faithfulness, which is the Remy Ma redemption arc, with Zeus Network. You know who is said to be narrating it? Young Mona Scotti. We put our argument to rest. Not to be overlooked are the fans, who have been engaging in trolling at an Olympic level. A GoFundMe page called Help Remy Rebuild Her Edges was made by one individual. Another is offering Claressa clapback t-shirts, which sold out in 2 hours and include a silhouette of Remy soaring through a cake. Even though the internet is enjoying itself, the harm is only getting started. Remy's scheduled engagements are allegedly being canceled one after another. Negotiations with a makeup company she was set to work with have been put on hold, and fans are threatening to show up at her next performance wearing boxing robes and shouting, "Ding, ding." Claressa, meantime, is fully booked, occupied and unconcerned. A slow-motion highlight reel of her making a joke was even tweeted by ESPN with the tagline, "Protect your neck, even at parties." However, we have yet to hear from one individual. Furthermore, the strike itself is not as loud as her quiet. Remy Ma herself, that is. No interviews, no tweets, no Instagram Live, just hospital drapes and murmurs. She's preparing something major, according to insiders. A lawsuit, a news conference, and a diss tune with Easy the Block Captain. We're not sure yet. She is definitely not taking this loss lightly, though. We've reached the stage where the glitter wears off, the bruises heal, and the repercussions fall like Remy did at that dessert table, just when you thought this whole thing couldn't be any more twisted. Because the industry was laughing, reposting, and memeing this event into the viral Hall of Fame because of social media. Oh, they have stopped laughing. Insiders claim that a number of significant sponsors have begun keeping their distance from Remy Ma. A luxury hair extension line's rumored campaign has been secretly canceled. A podcast deal has been lost. Producers are worried that she would be just too erratic and unpredictable on camera, which has put even her upcoming reality show pilot, ironically named Remy Reloaded, in limbo. The footage of the hospital discharge followed. At 3:14 a.m., TMZ-style paparazzi footage appeared that showed Remy being carried out of the medical facility. Arms still slung, hood up, sunglasses on. She was protected from questioning by security, but one reporter broke through the confusion with a shout. "Did Claressa ruin your marriage and your MERS, Remy?" She didn't answer. What, however, did leak soon after? Papoose allegedly left a voicemail a few hours after the altercation. The transcript we have is heartbreaking. "I'm at a loss for words, Rem. I didn't anticipate things progressing this far. You go crazy. You're not listening to me when I urged you to relax. Claressa isn't your typical woman. She makes a living by fighting. You were aware of that. You entered a conflict wearing heels. I feel ashamed. When you have a clear head, give me a call. Take a moment to process that." In addition to losing a fight, Remy seems to have lost her partner, and her legal team is currently working non-stop to minimize the damage. According to a number of sources, Remy has formally filed a civil case alleging psychological warfare, assault, and public slander. According to the records, Claressa purposefully humiliated Remy Ma in front of her friends, admirers, and potential partners, demonstrating a willful disregard for her physical safety. In response, Claressa's representative sent a forthright statement telling her to train. Not many. This is when things go even more crazy. Because revenge has been discussed behind the scenes. In the studio, not on the streets, Remy's close producers claim that she is already working on a nasty diss track. The album, allegedly called Hands Off the Throne, is expected to include subtly disparaging Claressa's profession, Papoose's devotion, and even a whole song devoted to snakes wearing silk robes and wielding sucker punches. "I gave y'all bars, gave y'all gold, she gave him jabs," is one sentence that was released. She believes she is bold now. Claressa, meanwhile, is unconcerned. Rumor has it that 2 fitness firms have approached her to start their own hand-certified boxing program, which is motivated by the significance of being prepared. Additionally, she is reportedly in discussions with Netflix about making a limited. Fighting for more, the Claressa Shield story is a doer. You know what? Party Foul is the title of episode 1, but the conflict isn't limited to these 2. The whole entertainment industry is responding. Government officials are also speaking out. According to an unnamed source, the New York City Council is looking into the fight's location because of poor crowd management, a lack of security procedures, and an inability to defuse a well-publicized dispute. According to reports, one councilwoman stated, "Celebrities acting inappropriately isn't the only issue here. Public safety is at issue here. In addition to Ray's dignity, someone else might have suffered severe harm. Even a popular petition called Ban Claressa from Parties has amassed over 92,000 signatures so far. Its goal is to safeguard wine glasses, wings, and wigs across the country. However, it becomes more complicated since there are now allegations that Papoose is leaving the house he and Remy Ma shared. According to reports, a neighbor seen a U-Haul van arrive around 6 in the morning, and shortly after, boxes marked studio equipment, memorabilia, and Paps hoodies were observed being loaded into the van. According to reports, Remy is recuperating emotionally and physically at her sister's home in New Jersey. According to a close acquaintance, she overestimated Claressa's serene spirit and is now feeling ashamed, angry, and worn out. Remy apparently believed Claressa would not retaliate in public. She did, spoiler warning. What about the one topic that everyone is thinking about, but no one wants to discuss? Is Claressa being picked by Papoose? Although nothing is official, they had a genuine chemistry at the gathering. Additionally, Claressa recently shared a new Instagram story with the description, "Making breakfast for a king," which features her in the kitchen. Fans went crazy. He prefers eggs to easy. Was that a well-timed troll or a subtle allusion to Papoose? In any case, it's giving Queen the final laugh without bothering her. Within 48 hours, something went from being petty to drama to complete mayhem. What comes next is the question today. Will Remy become the girl who got the cake and the hands and go down in meme history, or will she return with a vengeance? When ladies battle over him like he's the last man in the Bronx, will Papoose finally say something, or will he just keep wrapping his thoughts in his hands? And will this entire mess impact Clarissa's career, or will it merely improve it? We might not know everything. We do know, however, that nobody is leaving this clean. Not physically, not emotionally, and definitely not in terms of reputation. The goal of this party was to have a calm occasion. Rather, it became an unauthorized, unbeaten rematch between egos. Suddenly, a champion turned into a danger, a cupcake into a weapon, and a rap icon into a patient. We now turn to you, our fellow detectives who enjoy drama, gossip, and the pursuit of truth. What actually happened that evening? Who is the bad guy? Who is the victim? And when everyone seems messier than the carpet covered in frosting, is it even possible to pick a side? Was Remy Ma only a lady battling for affection? Or a ticking time bomb that detonated in the wrong room at last? Was Claressa acting inappropriately, or was she simply using the same hands that created her reputation to defend herself? How does Papoose fare? Low-key instigator or innocent bystander? Let's not pretend that this tale is finished. More tea is steeping, more leaks are on the way, and believe us, the next chapter in this story is already being written. Because petty conflict endures forever in the universe of Remy, Claressa, and Papoose, while serenity is fleeting. Please share your thoughts in the comments. Which side do you support? Do you think Remy ought to file a lawsuit? Does Claressa need to say sorry? And should Papoose simply leave the country and start anew? Or should he eventually choose a side? If the story left you speechless at least once, hit the like button. Sign up to receive updates on every startling information. And show this video to someone who thought 2025 would be a cool year. As you've been following our channel, we do more than just report on the mess. We also break it down, examine it, and offer a 3-piece solution. Keep your business secured and your gloves up till the next time.